This crypto airdrop could be giving its users up to 3 different rewards. So in today's video, I'm going to break down exactly what this project is, how to become eligible for the airdrop, and then go into detail of each of the 3 different rewards you will receive for participating. So if you do enjoy the video, please do drop a like, subscribe to the channel, but let's get started by discussing what this project actually is. So the project offering this free tier airdrop is GRVT, which is a new exchange on the block. Now, people like myself don't really get too excited about new exchanges usually because we've seen this time and time again. There's nothing unique about many of them. However, GRVT is actually different. This is the first hybrid exchange, and we'll discuss what that means in a small minute. However, when we look on the website, there are a few things that definitely catch my eye. Now, first of all, we can see that it is powered by zkSync, and there is clearly very close ties to zkSync, with it being the hyperchain's first official app chain. So that's a pretty big deal in itself. Then as we scroll down, we can see that they will offer perps, options, and more as expected. A clean user interface is the minimum that we expect of an exchange these days, and this is a preview that looks pretty good. And if we scroll down, there are a few different features. Now, when it comes to safety, we can see here that there is self-custody trading and on-chain privacy, and usually with exchanges, it's one or the other. So this is very interesting. When it comes to simplicity, you've got one-click trading, simple withdrawals, and again, these are just making sure that the exchange get the basics right. And then scalability when it comes to, lightning fast order books, low fees, zero gas trading, and all that stuff that just contributes to that overall user experience. Now, I'm not going to break down every single feature into detail because this video is more about the airdrop. That's what we're here for. But one thing we will just take a quick look at here is the competitive landscape when it comes to centralized exchanges as we know them, decentralized exchanges, and GRVT being the first hybrid exchange. So we can see here a list of different features, and when we look at self-custody, that obviously lies in the hands of decentralized exchanges, which GRVT also covers, but it also offers the privacy that you get from centralized exchanges. And for me, this is a huge USP, very, very unique feature that we haven't seen before. And then of course you've got other areas around KYC, high transactions per second, all of the stuff that you would expect. So it's shaping up to be a very, very interesting exchange, but let's dive into the more important part of this video with the airdrop. But before we get into more of the airdrop information, there is a disclaimer that I need to share to make you guys fully aware of my personal situation. So I am very clearly bullish on the GRVT exchange. I am farming the airdrop, but I am also an investor. My company Basement DAO have made an investment into the GRVT exchange. So I just want to make that very, very clear before we move forward. First of all, we'll touch on the eligibility criteria, and then we'll move into the 3 different rewards. So when it comes to the GRVT exchange, it is not actually live yet. You can't trade on there, so there's no need to farm points by doing any kind of activity like that. At the moment, all you can do is sign up to the waitlist. Now this is very simple. You just use an email address, and that is all you can do for the time being. Now, when it comes to invites, I only have 100 invites, and the link will be in the description. So it'll be on a first come, first served basis, but you may want to follow on Twitter as well because these invitations are renewed on a weekly basis, and I'll be able to share them on Twitter in real time in case you miss out on the first bunch. So keep that in mind, but it is a very, very simple process to sign up and get started. Okay, so once you've signed up, you will gain access to the GRVT referral dashboard, and it's going to look a little something like this. Now, I've used a burner account here just so it looks as real as possible when signing in for the first time, but this is now reward 1 of this airdrop scheme, and it is around GRVT points. Now if we scroll all the way to the bottom, we can see here that we have a phase 1 with 10 invite points. Now every week you are going to get 2 invites. You want to refer people who will then refer others, because then you will also gain points from in the indirect invite area from people that they refer. So it's definitely worth keeping this in mind. The idea here is that you want to build up as many points as possible through referrals, because then they will be converted into GRV tokens when the token drops later this year. And if we scroll back to the top of this dashboard, we move on to reward 2, which is the zkSync mystery box. Now, what is inside these boxes has not been confirmed yet. That's the whole idea of a mystery box. But we can see that with it being zkSync branded, I'd expect it to be pretty, something pretty good. Now, how these boxes work is that you will be able to claim raffle tickets through different tasks. With them raffle tickets, you can then open zkSync boxes, and you won't get multiple of them, you'll just keep the rarest one that you pull. Now, when it comes to the chances of pulling a rare one, the more GRVT points that you have can contribute to higher chances of a rarer box. Now, some of the tasks here we can see, like referring friends, connecting a Twitter account, following GRVT, some very simple ways that are currently eligible for you to get some of those raffle tickets. More tasks will be announced soon, so keep an eye on the dashboard there. But when it comes to the rarity, we can click on my box. I don't have one yet. Like I said, I'm using a new burner account. But then you can click on the distribution table and you can see the different levels of rarity. And basically, like I said, the idea here is that the rarest one that you pull is the one that you'll keep. And then eventually when these can be opened, we'll see exactly what we get as a prize. But there is no doubt here that this could be something pretty good due to the close relationship that GRVT have with zkSync. And the third and final reward for this airdrop isn't actually confirmed, but there is a lot of speculation around it. And this is due, again, to that close relationship between GRVT and zkSync. Now, zkSync currently don't have a token, but there is an airdrop that is being heavily rumoured at some point this year. Now, with the relationship that we've seen here, I believe that there is a good chance that we could potentially receive a piece of that zkSync airdrop as well as the GRVT airdrop because of that relationship. So although not confirmed right now, it's definitely worth doing even if you are just simply bullish on zkSync, because there is a chance that you could cop some of those tokens. Now, after all this information, you may be sat there thinking the 2 invites a week are not really enough. The amount of tasks that you can do for raffle tickets are not really going to cut it. So is there anything that we can do as users, as community members, to actually increase our chances or get more invitations? And the good news here is that there is. Now, if we go to the GRVT website, you can scroll all the way down to the bottom and find the Insiders program. So this basically offers a few different ways that you can get more involved and increase the amount of invite codes you get and the amount of raffle tickets. So some of these roles are around being a global promoter, basically sharing with an audience on social media, very similar to what I'm doing here. You've got GRVT creators, so these are people who help the marketing team build out social media posts, videos, and so on. You've got business developers, so this could be people who reach out to influencers, KOLs, power traders to bring them on board. And then there is also the community ambassadors, which is more about helping out in the Discord, moderating that and being involved there. And all these opportunities can open up doors, not just to receive a better airdrop, but also potential career paths in the crypto world if that is something you are looking for. So that is all for today's video. Hopefully it was useful for you guys. I thought it would be worth sharing, not just because I'm personally bullish on GRVT, but also because it is an airdrop that has a potential 3 different rewards and doesn't really take a lot of effort to get involved. So the risk reward for me is definitely there. If you did enjoy the video, please do drop a like, subscribe to the channel, comment and let me know which airdrops you are farming if you are bullish on GRVT as well. But with that all said, please do trade safe, invest safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.